Hello everyone, welcome to Cabin Fever Crochet. I'm Helene. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm so excited and still flying a little on my mini kind of unexpected shopping haul today. Went down into the city yet again, third time in a week, just kind of the way it goes sometimes. I wanted to go, really didn't feel like driving, starting out the day with a migraine, still feeling a little My husband said, oh, well, I'm going to go down there. He needed to take care of something. Like, oh, really? I'll go with you. Keep you company if you humor me and stop by Hobby Lobby so I can go in for a few. So I get the sigh. What for? Oh, come on now. What do you think? Yarn, of course. What else? So it's like, all right, let's go. If I could be ready in X amount of time. And we went on down there, and not only did I have a little fun at Hobby Lobby, but he treated me to lunch and handed me a 20 for the cause. Now that is my kind of shopping day, except I was on a time limit, but oh well, you know, got to balance that out a little bit. And I wasn't planning on being in there for very long anyway. So I will show you what's on the platter of yarny goodness. How do you like that for a festive feast? Any time of the year, huh? Okay, so what I got I actually had a purpose in mind for these. I did not get a lot, didn't get nearly as much as I really wanted to and could have had I just kind of gone hog wild. But I will show you. I'm going to start with these two. I want to make, try my hand at crocheting socks. And in my last video before last, a wonderful viewer commented and said there's a great crochet sock pattern on Marley Bird's channel by Ron, R-O-H-N Strong. And apparently he is an incredible sock designer, and he has some that are for very beginning sock creators. So I am excited to try that. I couldn't decide which one, liked them both, didn't know which would work up the best, so I got both. And I loved the melon, kind of a pale tangerine melon color, and I kind of gravitated towards that. But I decided to go a little bit different. Blue, of course, goes with everything. This is the color Idol in the color Lapis Stone. And this yarn, again, it sells for $8.99 a skein, and this was their 30% off the all yarn week. And you get quite a bit, 415 yards for a 3.5 ounce skein, 50% merino, 30 nylon, and 20 acrylic. You can see it has lovely tonal colors running throughout. Very soft, very nice, but it has some texture too, as far as that it should hold up well for socks. I hope so, because I think that is pretty much what's intended for. So I got that. And then the Yarn-Topia, which I saw the other day in all those wonderful colors, 100% acrylic. And this is a little bit thicker yarn. The color Idol is a number 1 fine, and this one, Yarn-Topia, is a number 2, and this is a 4 ounce skein with 312 yards versus 3.5 ounce for 415. Yes. Okay, and you can see it's a little bit thicker. This is incredibly soft, and now that I'm actually handling it and touching it and loving it, it is softer and smoother than I'd expected. And from touching it and from the slight sheen, nice sheen, not a plasticky touch or feel, I would have thought that it had some bamboo or viscose in it, but no, it's 100% acrylic. This is in a lovely color, looking pretty true on screen. It is called Ocean, but I would describe it more as a Loden color. It is definitely green. Really pretty, like a very, very soft, light to mid spruce green or a Loden green. So I'm excited about that. And then I got 3 Tweed Indeed. And I would love to make an entire something, I don't know what, out of the chambray color. I did not get that, and there wasn't enough for a larger project at this time. But I'm going to think about that for next year, spring. Already thinking ahead for spring. It's just the beginning of fall. And this is the one that is 46 cotton and acetate, 6 viscose, and 2 polyester. I think it would make a great transition or even year-round piece depending on what it is. And the Tweed Indeed, again, $5.99 a skein. You get a 3.5 ounce, 100 gram, 180 yards, 165 meters. And I got these, the 3. This is in the golden tweed, the olive tweed, and pumpkin tweed, just as it looks, for a specific tutorial, if, and I hope, it turns out as how I have it in my mind. It'll just be just easy, quick, kind of fun little fall festive thingy that I'm working on. So I got these, and then what's left, this could make something really cute, mixing the 3 together, either in rows or all 3 into one strand, worked up as, say, like a for a bulky, super bulky yarn. That would be pretty cute, and then that would create a marled effect with all 3 for a very, very chunky cowl or something. And then I got just one hank in the authentic hand dyed in the chunky weight in that full bloom color. And now that you see it here very up close, look at all these colors. I think would work for any skin tone because it has everything in it. Got one to try it so I can review this, let you know how it works up and compares to other higher end yarns that you would find at especially Yarn Shop, or even say what we get in Knit Crate for those who get the Knit Crate. And now I'm already seeing over here on the back, which I did not notice in the store, where it's fuzzed out and there's rather a section of a flaw here. Hopefully, where am I? That's not going to affect too much the piece if I either cut it out or maybe I can just retwist and work that in. But I wanted to actually review it when I get to it, tell you what it's really like to feel working with it and how it works up compared to first glance and looking at it in the hank. But I think it's going to be great. And I got it to go with October's Knit Crate. Now I haven't gotten my Knit Crate since April, so I am getting this month's. It is in a bulky 100%, I think it is, or maybe it's 88% merino and 12% organic cotton, possibly, if memory serves. But the one I'm getting is Petal, which is in a clay leaning towards the peachy. And because it has a lot of those clay rusty tones depending on the hue, again, not the best framing my face, that I am going to turn into a cowl that comes down and keeps my chest warm and is up high on my neck. I thought for a hat that this would be great with all the colors that'll frame my face, and then go with so many different things, but will pull that Petal clay color with the tones that are in it in this section, then again down in here as we move into the browns and greens, turning it over, you can just see it throughout. So I think that's going to work back to it very, very well. So I'm excited to see how this works up. And then here is a good close-up while I have it in my hand. The yarn, the Tweed Indeed, which I just love already. It has a bit of fuzziness to it. A little bit of halo coming up already in spots, if you can see that. Oh, and I found out already with this one, I believe, that it has an excellent center pull, easy to find, comes right out. And then I think, yeah, this one, it's already visible right at the top, which is fantastic. So because I'm starting to lose daylight here, perhaps the golden tweed is showing up a little bit better. There you can see a bit of the fuzz along the edges and the tweed flecks in there. And the flecks are of a like an amber color and black in this one, just little tiny bits of the amber and a little bit of like espresso dark brown going into the black. And the black actually is taking on a navy hue to it. You know how some navies they're just hard to tell if it's black or navy unless you're holding it up to a very saturated black. And now looking at it more, I think this is actually a dark navy. And then the same color, yes it is. Now I can see it more. See, there you go, going into the tweed. But it just looks different on different yarn depending on the color that it pulls and reflects off of it. And then the olive is interesting because that has red and teal and a little bit of the tangerine going through it as well, which surprisingly complements this olive color really nicely. Hopefully you are catching some, if not most of these colors. There we go. And that's a little bit more of a turquoise color there. Yeah, and I think that it's just going to all blend together very, very well. So what do you think of all of these? Have you been into Hobby Lobby? Have you checked out the new yarn? What is your favorite since I was here last and showed you the yarn in the store? And here on the platter, anything on this that particularly catches your eye and that you would be into trying yourself, and what would you make with it? Well, that is my exciting new purchase. And yeah, so I'm going to have fun with these, go to the drawing board and see what I can come up with. All right, well, thanks for watching. I enjoy you all being here. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Okay, take care, everyone, and see you again next time. Bye for now.